This is a sweet, crispy sandwich, packed full of flavour, sure to make you happy any time of the day. This is my version of Roti John. Hi everyone, it's Cher here at School of Wok with another Flavour Fridays. Today we're going to be making a classic street food from Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia. It is called Roti John, or Roti John as my grandmother would call it. And to get started, we are going to fry off some beef mince. You can obviously also use lamb mince for this. Just going to crank up the heat on my stove. Little bit of oil into a hot frying pan, and we just want the frying pan to get really blazing hot, and then get our beef mince in, and that should be about now. So just breaking up the mince as it's frying, and once the beef or the mince is browned, you really want to watch it so it doesn't burn, but also really watch it because it tends to spit back at you as well. So once you've got a nice caramelized meat, time to get some flavor into the mince. So we have here some powder. So we have here some meat curry powder. If you can't find meat curry powder, just use your normal curry powder, absolutely fine. And I also have here some of my handmade sambal paste. Yes, it looks a bit red, and yes, it looks a bit spicy, but that's okay. But don't you think that looks absolutely delightful? So a little bit of that color, that red and that orange just showing through the mince. And once that is done, like so, then we're just going to get that away from the heat and move on to the next step. Doesn't that look lovely? So I've just whisked up about 4 eggs here, and I'm just going to add a tiny bit of some sliced spring onions, just so that we can get some spring onions into our omelettes, because a Roti John is a omelette sandwich. And of course, a little bit of salt and pepper would help in terms of seasoning. So in we go, and we'll just mix that up real well. For the next bit, you're going to need a really nice non-stick frying pan, or today I'm just using a plancha. Nice flat surface really works for this. And you're just going to melt, say, a good dollop of softened butter or margarine just all over. Get that sizzle, baby. And once your butter or margarine is completely melted, we are just going to get the omelette or the egg mixture all over. And just before it starts to set, we are going to sprinkle over some pizza mozzarella, or you can also use cheddar, anything you like. We're going to make this super cheesy and a super rich, tasty snack. So just bringing all of my egg mixture into the center here, and just before the eggs start to set, I'm going to get my baguettes. So today I'm using brioche baguettes because they're nice and soft and super fluffy, and super fluffy on the inside. I'm just going to place them straight on to the egg mixture. You really do want soft rolls for this, so you can use soft submarine rolls or even soft hot dog rolls. So I'm just tucking in all of the excess egg mixture from the sides, because we want the egg to actually be adhering or sticking to the soft rolls. Just pressing down really well so that everything comes together. Now, because we're going to flip these rolls over shortly, I'm going to just get a little bit more of that softened butter on this top side of the roll so that it'll go nice and crispy later on. This already smells amazing. So eggs have really set well. I'm just going to get these 2 rolls separated so that I can flip each of these rolls individually. So now I can just kind of see that the egg mixture has set, so I'm just going to get my spatula in underneath and flip all these rolls over. Get that lovely brown color on the eggs. Now remember, I did say I like my Roti John really cheesy. Well, guess what? We're just going to get more of that grated cheese on there. So after we've flipped over the rolls and given them about a minute to just toast, we're just going to plate up now. So onto a big platter if you have a big platter. And now this is where you can get creative and have fun with whatever you want inside your roti john. So I'm going to just maybe get some curly spinach, curly lettuce rather, just on there, just so I feel a little bit healthier with all of the cheese and everything else that we're just going to put in there. We are also going to get some of the mince in there as well. And of course, we need to have a little bit more green with the spring onions. If you like, you can also add things like cucumbers and also tomato slices in there. And then you go in generously with lots of mayonnaise. Doesn't that just look amazing? And then, because I want a little bit of spice in my life, a little bit of chili sauce, you can also use sriracha if you like, and maybe some crispy shallots, just because I can. And finally, we will attempt to close the sandwich. Okay, so this is a roti john. I am going to cut into it and grab a bite and let you know what I think about it. There we go. Nice little chunky bit. Don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all of that in my mouth. We shall see. Bon appetit. Oh my god. This is really cheesy, crispy beef. Excuse me whilst I finish this off. That's it guys for this episode of Flavour Fridays. Let us know in the comment below what is your favourite street food snack. Till next time, happy cooking.